Hello. So last week I created a video and it went viral. So I was basically talking about my purity journey, right? I'll link the video down below. So today we're going to be talking about the benefits of saving yourself for marriage, right? So the benefits of there's so many benefits of saving yourself for marriage. I think one of them, it protects your dignity. I usually hear people talking about isidima sakho, right? It's like a South African term. So if you are international, we South African over here. So I hear people often talking about isidima sakho, right? Which is your dignity. Whenever you start sleeping with people outside of marriage, your dignity is compromised. Because let's be honest, you guys, like if someone now knows how your body looks like outside your clothes, they no longer hold you up to a high standard anymore. They no longer look at you the same way as when someone doesn't know how you look like outside your clothes. There's a little bit of mystery, like you become more attractive, man, because you know what they say, you are leaving things to the imagination. Whereas whenever you start doing all these things outside of marriage, your dignity is being compromised because that other person, whether you're male or female, they no longer look at you the same way. They no longer respect you the same way. They no longer have this high regard or put you on a high standard as they did if they didn't know what you look like. Okay. You like relationships outside of marriage, they really are uncertain. You don't know the direction of this obviously all of us, we want the direction of our relationship to end in marriage. However, whenever you do start dating, you don't know, it's uncertain, you don't know this person really wants to marry you. Whereas if they are married to you, it's a safe environment. It's God ordained, it's protected, and you are 100% sure that this person really loves you. Because how else is can someone prove to you your worth or their love for you? Not unless they put a ring on it, okay? Biblically, we do know that sex before marriage is not right, and for obvious reasons, like I stated in the first, the first point that I made, that it protects your dignity. I think that God knew why He made rules the way He made them. It was to protect us. It was for our protection, to protect your dignity, to protect yourself. And it helps you. Okay, my third point is it helps you develop sexual discipline. Because you are, if you do save yourself for marriage, then it is a guarantee that getting married, you will remain faithful and committed to your partner. So it builds that, let me say, just it builds a sexual discipline for future, for when you're married, from when you're okay. And like the benefits are endless. Like you do not just last after people, you don't just last after anyone that asks you out. You don't just last, after anyone that tickles you fancy. If I can put it that way, you don't just lust after people, and like you are in a clear state of mind, man. You like it's saving yourself like is the most beautiful thing. Even if you're a guy, like I think like it's just beautiful. It shows that you respect your body. It shows that you're honoring God. Because all those people that do all these things, they don't love their bodies. They don't honor God. They're most likely to cheat on their partners, because anyway, whatever goes, goes, and whatever, it saves you from soul ties. I know people who are not spiritual, people who are not really spiritual, they don't really believe in these soul tie things. But soul ties are real and soul ties exist. Whoever you sleep with, whoever it is that you sleep with, you take on their energy, you take on whatever demonic spirits or depression, whatever their struggles are, you take on all of that. I think that is the reason why when you sleep with certain people, you're now struggling with lust. You don't have sexual discipline. It's because of the people you sleep with. The people you sleep with, they have struggles, they have curses. So whenever you have sex out of God's protection, which is marriage is the only time it's God's protection. It's inside a home, and it's a proof that your partner really loves you because they made the vows in front of the priest and God. They made the vows in front of the priest and God and the whole world. That is so beautiful. Declaring their love for you. It's not this secret thing where you visit each other. I hear this thing, guys. I don't know. I hear this thing, sneaky links or whatever. There's so much. There's so much going on in this sexual world, that people have made exceptions to do all this sinful stuff. And that is why the current state of marriage is in right now. It's because we do all these things outside of marriage. We do all these things outside of God. We do not honor God with our bodies. We do not honor our bodies, because your body is not just what you eat. It's it's not just what you eat. It's not just taking a shower. It's also who you sleep with that determines how much you love your body. So if you that person that sleeps around and that goes around from person to person, you don't really love your body. And I want to emphasize, I want to go deeper on a point of soul ties. Soul ties are real, guys, and soul ties are formed when let me just say, we start doing all these things outside of marriage, when we start going around from person to person, when we are bribing men, because that's essentially what sex before marriage is. You're bribing the man, or you want him to love you more, or you are manipulating him to stay inside a relationship, when they're not married, or you want them to love you more. So soul ties are formed when you do all these things with this one and this one and this one, and it's just this chaotic mess. It's just this intersection and bodily fluids. It's really disgusting to me. So when you save yourself from marriage, you get to enjoy marriage for what God designed it to be. Cause you get to enjoy these experiences with your partner. You get to enjoy your partner as a whole, you know, because let's be honest, If ever you've broken your virginity outside of marriage, you are no longer presenting your partner, you're no longer presenting yourself or your body to your partner when you're in marriage as a whole. You now you're now gonna bring your past or previous experiences into your marriage. You're gonna bring all that, your sexual history. You're gonna bring everything we do, guys, from the day we were born or whenever we were teenagers. All of those things, they're gonna add baggage to when we're married, or when one day we start having children. They're gonna you bringing baggage from your past. You're no longer experiencing your partner as a whole. You're no longer experiencing things for the first time with your partner, because if you don't save yourself for marriage, then you won't, some things you never get to enjoy with your partner, because you've already enjoyed those first experiences with other people, of which I think that essentially makes problem, and then it brings baggage to your marriage. And like, guys, stay away. Let's just obey God and stay away from these things. Especially if you are saving for yourself for marriage, just stay away from all these funny things. And I know we want relationships so much, but it shouldn't be at a cost of our bodies, or at a cost of our relationship with God. So God knew what he was doing when he said no sex before marriage, because he was saving us from a lot of baggage. He was saving us from traumas. He was saving us from people that are not right for us, who are not intending on marrying us. Because someone who's really serious about you, someone who really loves you, someone who honors your body, and someone who honors a relationship with someone who honors their relationship with God, is not going to make you do all these things outside of your will, outside of God. They will marry you. That's how someone shows you that they honor you. They will marry you. And if they're making you do all these things, cause it means they don't love you, because they want to save their interest or lust, it means they don't love you. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends, with your family, and with your friends on social media. I love you guys, and stay blessed.